daneshu, in giving charities, yat, that which, punya phalam, result of pious work, pradistam, indicated, atyanti, surpasses, tat, sarva, all those, idam, this, viditya, knowing, yogi, the devotee, param, supreme, sthanam, abode, upatiti, achieves, cha, also, adyam, original. Translation. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas. Performing austerities, sacrifices, giving in charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all this, and at the end, he reaches the supreme eternal abode. Purport. This verse is summation of the 7th and 8th chapters, which practically deal with Krishna consciousness and devotional service. One has to study the Vedas under the guidance of the spiritual master and undergo many austerities and penances while living under his care. A brahmachari has to live in the home of the spiritual master just like a servant, and he must beg alms from door to door and bring them to the spiritual master. He takes food only under the master's order, and if the master neglects to call the student for food that day, the student fasts. These are some of the Vedic principles for observing brahmacharya. After the student studies the Vedas under the master for a period from 5 to 20 years, he may become a man of perfect character. Study of the Vedas is not meant for the recreation of armchair speculators, but for the formation of character. After this training, the brahmachari is allowed to enter into household life and marry. When he is a householder, he has to perform many sacrifices so that he may achieve further enlightenment. He must also give charity according to the country, time, and candidate, discriminating among charity in goodness, in passion, and in ignorance, as described in the Bhagavad Gita. Then, after retiring from household life, upon accepting the order of vanaprastha, he undergoes severe penances. Living in forest, dressing with tree bark, not shaving, etc. By carrying out the orders of brahmacharya, grihastha, householder life, vanaprastha, and finally sannyas, one becomes elevated to the perfectional stage of life. Some are then elevated to the heavenly kingdoms, and when they become even more advanced, they are liberated in the spiritual sky, either in the impersonal Brahmajyoti or in the Vaikuntha planets, or in Krishna Loka. This is the path outlined by the Vedic literatures. The beauty of Krishna consciousness is that by one stalk, by engaging in devotional service, one can surpass all the riches of the different orders of life. The words idam vidyatya indicate that one should understand the instruction given by Sri Krishna in this chapter and the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One should try to understand these chapters not by scholarship or mental speculation, but by hearing them in association with devotees. Chapters 7 through 12 are the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The first 6 and the last 6 chapters are like covering for the middle 6 chapters, which are especially protected by the Lord. If one is fortunate enough to understand Bhagavad Gita, especially these middle 6 chapters, in the association of devotees, then his life at once becomes glorified beyond all penances, sacrifices, charities, speculations, etc. For one can achieve all the results of these activities simply by Krishna consciousness. One who has a little faith in Bhagavad Gita should learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee, because in the beginning of the 4th chapter, it is stated clearly that Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees. No one else can perfectly understand the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. One should therefore learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee of Krishna and not from mental speculators. This is a sign of faith. When one searches for a devotee and finally gets a devotee's association, one actually begins to study and understand Bhagavad Gita, By advancement in the association of the devotee, one is placed in devotional service, and this service dispels all one's misgivings about Krishna or God, and Krishna's activities, form, pastimes, name, and other features. After these misgivings have been perfectly cleared away, one becomes fixed in one's study. Then one relishes the study of Bhagavad Gita and attains the state of feeling always Krishna consciousness. In the advanced stage, one falls completely in love with Krishna. This highest perfectional state of life enables the devotees to be transferred to Krishna's abode in the spiritual sky, Golok Vrindavan, where the devotee becomes eternally happy. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the 8th chapter of the Srimad-Bhagavad Gita in the matters of attaining the Supreme. So this is how one attains Krishna. Yes, by doing devotional service in association of devotees, by hearing Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Katha with devotees and under the care of devotees. Because devotee can speak about Krishna's pastimes. And when you hear that, then it goes in the heart. Because it is connected to Krishna. No? The devotee has so much love for Krishna that what he speaks it can enter in our heart. It is how this is described in Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada says. And an unalloyed devotee, devotional service to Krishna. So, yes, in so many devotees have, like 6 Goswamis, Srila Prabhupada, they were pure devotee of Krishna. No? They gave up their whole life in Krishna. And that's why Krishna is like Srila Prabhupada when he came in the boat. Now he had a heart attack. Krishna came and he was massaging the heart of Krishna Prabhupada. And he said, don't worry, I am the captain of your boat. So this is, he saw Krishna. We had, just 3-4 days ago, one couple came from, I think, far away from Frankfurt somewhere. It took them, Hamburg, I think. It took them 10-11 hours to come here. And the mother, she gave birth to a child, and the child was in the hospital, baby, just born baby. She has some difficulties. And this Mataji, she called her mother in India, because they are from South India, so they are worshipper of Nishingadev. And the mother said, there is a temple in Germany, Nishingadev temple. And she was never here. And she, in the dream, our Lord Nishingadev came to her dream. Not only one time, 3 times. I think they reached here like, they were driving whole night, maybe they came in the morning here. And Nandimukhi was there, and this Mataji spoke with Nandimukhi and explained all this situation. So you can see how our Lord Nishingadev is helping devotees who are in trouble. She was praying to Nishingadev. And when she came here, she said, yes, this was the deity she saw in the dream. It's a far-out story, isn't it? And then they went back. So, yes, Nishingadev is really welcoming different devotees to come and have his darshan and help them and give them their mercy, his mercy. And this Mataji, when she was speaking with Nandimukhi, she was crying and talking. She told all the story to me. So Nandimukhi told me, and I said, we should tell this story to devotees to inspire that our Lord Nishingadev is always there for whoever prays to him. And yes, so many stories are there. Many years ago, one young couple, his wife has back problems, and they made the operation, but the operation they did wrong, completely wrong, and they did 3-4 times operations, and they said that this operation now they will do is very serious matter. And the husband was really upset with these doctors, and so he came here and have the darshan of Lord Nishingadev. And then the next day was the operation, and operation went successful. And yes, so you can see how Nishingadev bring the souls to him, whoever prays, who has the love for him. So many stories, we can really tell many stories in how Nishingadev is always present in everybody's heart and protecting the devotees and protecting the troubles what people are going through. Yes, there's a story of Gajendra. He's an elephant, no? Gajendra elephant, king of the elephants. Yes, he also surrendered himself to, at the time of death. The story is like that he was the king of the elephants. He had many she elephants, and he was going to the forest, very, making so much noise in the forest, and when there is some tree is fallen off, he used to put the tree away and make a path and go, and they, after later they became very thirsty. So they went to the ocean and river, and they drank the water. And the elephant, king of the elephants, he went in the water and flushing the water and flushing the water to all the elephants and making fun, and they were enjoying in the water. And in the water there was a crocodile. And this crocodile, I said, who is in my water making such a mess here, loud noise and flushing water everywhere? So then crocodile came. He was down, lying happily, and then he heard this troubling of the water, and so he came and he saw this elephant, and he was thinking why he's making so much. What happened? Water? By me? Yeah? Where? No. There was water here? No, I don't want. I thought something fall down. Something. Okay. And yes, this crocodile. He said, who is making such a big roar of water in my river? I'm peacefully. This is my river, and I'm peacefully lying. And so he came and he caught the leg of elephant. And in the beginning, the elephant didn't feel any thing, and slowly he felt that something is on my leg, and he saw there's a crocodile, and and he tried to. I thought, just like this, crocodile will go away, And this crocodile was also very determined, yeah. So when we are determined in our service, our mind cannot make any obstacles. And the same way, this crocodile was very determined to hold the feet of the Gajendra, king of the elephant, Gajendra. And the Gajendra was very, very powerful elephant, and more powerful than crocodile. But the thing is that crocodile is in water. This is his natural place. And an elephant is the land animal of land, and he is in the water. So he's a little bit weaker than the crocodile. So then the fight started. In the beginning, Gajendra was very much, he was determined that he will free himself from this crocodile. Who is this crocodile, So he was very much determined that I will free my leg from this crocodile. But the crocodile was also very determined to hold the feet of Gajendra and making him pain. He was crushing his feet. And then the elephant was, Gajendra was really fighting, and slowly, 1,000 years they were fighting like this. And this is what Prabhupada is giving good example, that we, in our spiritual life, we are also, if we are not determined in our devotional service and in our sadhana, and then we can also fade away. So it is the very good example here. Gajendra is fighting hard to free himself, and here is a crocodile who want to capture the elephant completely, whole his body, And slowly he leg and goes up and destroy his leg and slowly the body and like that. And then Gajendra understood that he cannot be freed. Nobody can help him. There were so many other elephants, but nobody could help him. And the last thing was to be surrendered to Krishna. So this is and a good only the lotus feet for Gajendra. So this is what Krishna does with his devotees. When he sees the devotee is surrendered to him in difficulties or surrendered to devotee, Krishna comes running, bare feet. He doesn't wait for anything. And one example is about Sudama. We'll talk later about Sudama. And then here, then Garuda came and Vishnu quickly sit on Garuda and flee. And immediately, what he did is with his Sudarshan Chakra, he cut the head of crocodile to free the from Garuda, from Gajendra. Yeah? So you see how Krishna is always there with his devotees. And the one example is about Sudama. When Sudama came to Dwarka, and the doorkeeper came and told Krishna, some Brahmana is there named Sudama. And when Krishna was sitting on the throne and all the queens were there, Rukmini were there, they were serving him, and Krishna just ran bare feet. And all the queens were wondering what's going on here. Nobody helped. And then at the end, she called for Krishna. She said, "Hey Giridhari, hey Govardhan, please protect me." And what did Krishna do? Immediately, immediately he was there. And there is a story later what happens. Then he fulfilled Draupadi with 999 saris. It's a lot of saris. One sari is like 10 meters. Yeah? And these saris were pure silk, pure gold, with diamonds, with gold. Were not ordinary sari, like that, Yeah? And this sari, one sari was opulent, the other sari was more opulent. And then Dusasan, big man, warrior, he was pulling and he got tired. Until he didn't fall down, Krishna provided her the saris. It was joined one by one, like a, yeah. Yeah, they were sitting there. They were because they lost everything in the assembly, in the gambling match. They cannot do anything because they are servant of Duryodhan now. They lost all in the gambling. They lost everything. That's why Prabhupada said we have to follow 4 regulatory principles, and one is what? Gambling, because gambling destroys everything. So they gambled. And so, and Duryodhan and Sakuni, by cheating propensities, they play with them and they make them lose. And Dharmaraj Yudhishthir, he was for every game he was putting different things in the game. And he said, okay, now my brother, he put his own brothers in the wage. They also lost. He put himself. And then he put Draupadi also. And Draupadi came and she asked a question in the assembly, very, very important question. He said, if Dharmaraj was lost already, in the gambling. I'm his wife, I'm lost already. Why he has no right to put me again in the wage. The warriors. And then what happened is that Dusasan was pulling and pulling until he dropped, completely dropped, because he got so tired of pulling and pulling and pulling. And Krishna provided until Dusasan fall on the floor. Yeah. And there is one story about when everything was over, when the war was done, Yudhishthira Maharaj became the king of the whole world. And then Draupadi is asking Krishna the question that, my dear Krishna, because Draupadi is the friend of Krishna. One of the name of the Draupadi is Krishna, because she was the friend of Krishna. Krishna, Sakhi. Draupadi was the Sakhi of Krishna. And Draupadi asked Krishna, "Oh my dear Krishna, why did you take so long to come in the assembly to save me?" And Krishna is answering, hear very carefully what he says. He said, when Dusasan came to you, you were fighting, you didn't call me immediately. At that time, if you had called me immediately, I would have come immediately, and you would not be robbed without clothes. So we, devotees, we should call immediately Krishna. We should not wait. We should not think, I will do it. I have power, I have strength. I don't need anybody. Let me just do it myself. No. Better pray to Krishna and ask for help, Krishna. Like Draupadi, she asked completely at the end to Krishna. She did her best. She tried everything. When Dusasan was pulling her, she was holding her hairs and she was trying to protect her clothes. And assembly, she was brought in the assembly, and then she asked everybody to help. And then she also, the Pandavas. And when she said, nobody's going to nothing, and then she called Krishna. And Krishna said, if you would have called me at that time when Dusasan came to your room to grab you, if you have called me at that time, I would be there immediately. And you didn't have to suffer all these things. So it's a good example for us. We should always call for Krishna immediately. Because what we do is that, I know in my life, first I try to, with my mind, with my intelligence, try to solve the problem, yeah? And then after some time, then I say, oh Krishna, please help. After praying to Krishna, still I try, yeah? Isn't it? We have experienced, everybody. And then at the end said, no, this also, okay, Krishna, I surrender. Like Draupadi. We do the same like Draupadi. Yeah? First we try to find the solutions for our problem. We think we are very powerful people. We'll do it ourselves. We don't need any help, Yeah. So this is the very, very good example and very good test, very good example, yes, for us. And the example is, many devotees have, you can read so many good examples, but Draupadi was one of the good example as a lady, yeah. She has to go under. No? So, yes, so Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, whoever surrenders to me, he's my friend, and I am in him, and he's in me. So, our endeavor is so little. Most is done by Krishna. We just do little endeavor, and rest is done by Krishna, actually. But then we forget and we think, oh, I did it. And then again we fall on our nose, and then we say, no. Actually, it was Krishna who helped me. Now he's fine. I'm feeling better. I'm okay. So yes, but Krishna is always with his devotees, always. Yeah. So the same with Gajendra. Then Gajendra offered lotus flower to Krishna, and Lord Vishnu came in the Garud and killed crocodile with his Sudarshan and saw him.
This pure platform, so because we're not there, Krishna also is not reciprocating in the way. Can you say something about this maybe? What is this about?
Yeah, we are not aware. Krishna is reciprocating, but we are so covered that we don't see that. After some time, we realize that, oh yeah, this was Krishna. And by practicing, your life goes on, you see that, yes, it's helping me, it keeps me happy, I have less problems, I'm going in a good direction, nice yes, I can understand what Krishna is saying, yes, it's true, it should be like that. So you see, you get faith. When faith comes, then you can understand that, yes, I had this problem, but by the grace of Krishna, I have overcome this problem. So one realizes, when it's like a picture, it goes in your mind also, that okay, this happened, but if I follow what Krishna is saying, everybody wants to be happy, isn't it? So when you see that by practicing Krishna consciousness, by reading Bhagavad Gita, by chanting, you feel happy, then the process is working. You see, in the whole world, you will not find a person who will say, "Oh, I like miseries." No, I want to be happy. Now, in the normal life, is like this. One wants to be happy. One works hard. After some years, one gets some position, something, but then the body is getting old. Yeah, then the body is making trouble. So what you gain? Nothing. But if you serve Krishna, you gain everything. Even if the body gets old, but still you are with Krishna. That's a difference between material and spiritual. In material world, people also work hard, like usually the life start after 25, after school is over, one gets degree, okay, now I work hard. Why I work hard? I want to be happy. The main thing is that I want to be happy. But if one don't know what is the process to be happy, one can never be happy. For a short time one is happy, but then again. But even if one is qualified, good work, everything is perfect. But if you get the knowledge, this work, what you are doing, will help you to become happy with Krishna. So whatever you do, if you have Krishna with you, you are happy. Mataji, Hare Krishna. Come near. So, yes, this is all. Want to happy?
Yes.
Then be with Krishna, with devotees, do service. Yes. Then there is no doubt that you are not happy. Is it? Sahi hai na? Sahi hai na? जिंदगी में ऐसा होता है कि हम बहुत कोशिश करते हैं. हिंदी बोलते हैं? हाँ, बहुत कोशिश करते हैं. मुझे ये करना है, अच्छा करो। फिर क्या होता है, बुढ़ापा आता है तो फिर वही प्रॉब्लम होता है। लेकिन जो भक्ति में करते हैं तो बुढ़ापा आए ना आए, लेकिन कृष्णा के साथ है तो जिंदगी आसान है। So yes, that's the main point, to be happy with Krishna. So what time is it? It's nearly time. Some questions? Okay, we can just 2-3 minutes left. Any questions or any comments, or आपको कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बोलना है? Yeah, so we really, Hare Krishna. It's yes.
Is it possible, Narahari, that Krishna created this world as an illusionary world? Can you also say this like a pastime, a lila, or something like that? Krishna?
Well, this Mrityulok, yeah, this is called Mrityulok, where birth, death takes place. So we, living entities, wanted to enjoy without Krishna. So he said, okay, go into Mrityulok. There you enjoy how much you want to enjoy. But Krishna is very merciful. He has sent his devotees. He comes sometimes. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. So, abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. So, after millennium I come when there is inhalation of religion. So, he always takes care because he loves us. But we are so covered with our illusion, with our enjoyment, that we cannot see. But once when the curtain is gone, when the dark cloud is gone, the sun is there, one realizes. And when one realizes, one should take up. Read Bhagavad Gita at home. It gives all the questions answers in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is speaking to Arjuna in battlefield, battlefield where there is war to be taken place. But Krishna speaks the philosophy. Amazing, Just 45 minutes he speaks Bhagavad Gita, 45 minutes. They went to Kurukshetra, 2 armies, Pandava's army and Duryodhana's army. They are standing in the battlefield, in the war. And Arjuna said, "Oh my Lord Krishna, can you please bring the chariot in middle of the army, then I see to whom I have to fight with." Krishna is bringing and he's looking. And he gets so overwhelmed. His compassion, devotee are always very compassion. Bahut dayalu hai. He said, "Krishna, I shall not fight. I will not fight." He put his gun down. And then Krishna has to speak this philosophy. So it's already there now with us, Krishna in his verse. And yes, about this material world, you see, this material world is the best place to go to Golok Dham, Krishna Dham, very easily. Like in heavenly planets, demigods has not so much chance. But here, just practicing Krishna consciousness, you don't have to go in the forest and do tapasya for. First of all, our body is so weak, We cannot manage to sit in one place for 5-6 hours. Who wants to sit? Prabhupada said, work for Krishna. Do service. Feed people prasad. Distribute books. When they get books, they will read, their life will change. Eat prasad. One should not eat anything which you cannot offer to Krishna. Rice, dal, sabji, chapati, pakora, sweets, sandish, rasgulla, jalebis, all this. Offer and first cook, offer and eat. If you keep this standard, you will go back to Krishna. Yes, that's very important. It's 100% true. 100%. 101% true. Of this there is no doubt. Krishna says to Arjuna. What he says? O Arjuna, you declare boldly that my devotees never perish. Because I do many things, sometimes people don't believe me. But when you are my devotee, when you say that if you serve Krishna, Krishna will take care of you. Krishna will protect you. He will take you back to Godhead. You declare that my devotees never perish. Yeah? So be a devotee of Krishna. It's not difficult, very easy. Just have japa bell, chant. Cook vegetarian at home. Rice, dal, sabji, chapati. Offer to Krishna. If you don't have deity, have a photo of Krishna. Offer and eat Krishna prasad. 2 things you do. Chant and eat Krishna prasad. No Maya can touch you. 100%. So I think we'll have Arti, yeah? More Arti. Thank you. Hare Krishna.